Okay guys, so this is the Tin Hi-Fi P1. Quick review. Well, not really a review. There's a ton of reviews already, and just like everyone says, these things are pretty awesome, right? Comes in a beautiful box. They look a little like jewelry. They're really well made, really nice, really chrome and shiny, and I really like these gray memory foam earplugs they come with. They fit really well for me. Enjoy these. Problem with these is driving them, right? So I've got a couple of DAPs that I use, as well as a desktop system and a home hi-fi. And I use the FiO M11. I've got an Estelle and Kern, an AK Junior, and an AK300. And on all of those, I have a really hard time getting these, without cranking the volume all the way up, getting these to sound the way I want, right? Because these things are not cheap. They're like 180 bucks, brand new, I think. If you get a deal, I think I got these really cheap. Linsol sent me out an early bird purchase thing, so I got like $20 off. Anyway, so what I found was that in order to really get the sound out of these the way that I want, I need to run them on my desktop system, my Dark Voice, through my IEM or AUN, however you want to say it, DAC amp, right? So I do foobar out of my computer into my IEM, and then from my IEM out to my Dark Voice, and I can crank it. I don't have to crank it too hard. My Dark Voice puts out a ton of power, so these things sound pretty good with that. But even with that, I wasn't getting bass response, and I'd go into foobar and I'd play with the equalizer settings and bump up the bass, and I still just wasn't getting it. You know, it's like the separation is good, the tone is good. I mean, there's certain songs that I listen to with guitar and whatnot, and it's just freaking amazing. I mean, it sounds excellent, but I feel like there's just I guess the low mids and the bass are just missing for me. So that said, these are getting sold. They're on eBay, and I think I've got about 3 bids right now, and they'll be gone before the end of the day. But great IEM if you don't mind missing bass. What I replaced them with? I replaced them with the Blonde 3, right? Is that what it is, Blonde 3? Or just Blonde? Yeah, just Blonde 2014 is what it says in the box. But this is in the box still because it's my second set. I bought another set, and I freaking couldn't believe it. I paid $35 for the first set, and I paid like 160 something for the P1s. And what I did was I took the P1s and I took these and I was plugging them in and out of the Dark Voice and in and out of my FiO M11. And tone for tone, I mean, these things had the same kind of separation and clarity, at least to my ear. I couldn't hear a huge difference. What I did hear was a much better bass response on these. These had a beautiful bass response. The low mids were really good. Certain female and male vocals, I like vocalists a lot. And like Diana Krall is one that I really like, and I could really feel like the meat of their voice, right? That warm tone that you just don't get on something like the P1. But with these, I could really hear it. And likewise with other songs, and I like classical. I like a lot of rock, and so a good one would be Amanda Martinez. She does kind of a Latin beat. And she has a beautiful voice, and she has one album, I think it's called Amore, and that album is recorded super high quality, and you can get it in Sax CD if you want, or in DSD off the internet. But there's a lot of guitar and a lot of really great vocals, and these things sound ridiculous on that. I mean, I couldn't believe it. So I went online and I bought them, and I'm like, man, these are so awesome. And I was like, they're so cheap. What if they stop selling them and mine breaks? So I went out and I looked. I thought, I'm just going to get a second pair. They're so inexpensive. Why not? And if I have to, or if I want to, maybe I'll give them away as a gift. I don't know. But I found them on eBay I bought this pair for $26 on eBay. I found a guy on eBay selling these. If you bought one or less, it was $26, and I had a $3 coupon. So it was $29 with a $3 coupon, brought it down to $26, and he gave free shipping. So I paid $26 and like 90 cents or something, and I got these. And if you bought 5 or more, they were $25. If you bought 10 or more, he was selling them for $21. I mean, I don't know how you can beat that at that price. These things are ridiculous. I mean, they are so good. So anyway, just a quick video on that, on the P1s, you know, why I'm getting rid of them. Really like them. I mean, I know some people love them, and if you love them, that's, you know, what counts. It's your ears and your brain that's interpreting the music. So what you like is what matters, not what anyone else has to say. But for me, these had the same separation, the same detail. I mean, to a point, but yet they had the bass and the low mid bass that really filled out the music. I mean, for me, when I listen to music, I want to love the music, right? I love listening to music, and sometimes I listen to music on my car stereo, it's kind of crappy. It's just a default stereo, and it's usually playing MP3s off of my iPod, and I love it. I'm getting the music, I'm bouncing around in the car, I mean, singing along with the songs. I need to have that kind of feeling with music, and truthfully, the Blondes did that, and the P1 didn't. The P1 was very technical, and it's like I was monitoring, trying to listen for certain things, but it wasn't fun. Whereas these, I could hear all those technical details, but it was fun. I really felt connected to the music. So that's the difference for me and why these are out on eBay. Anyway, thanks guys.